Before I begin, guys, I just made a video about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Oprah interview, so go check that out. And also, I don't know if I'm gonna be around on YouTube much. We'll talk about it soon, but if you want to be able to see me every day, because I don't know what I'm doing here, you can add me on TikTok. I'm Joy Sparkle Shine on TikTok. Add me there, and then add me on Snapchat, Joy Sparkle Shine. So go add me there, I will see you there, and then on with the video. Hi guys, it's Joy, and I will tell you, like, this really is like the last time I want to address it. I wasn't even sure that I wanted to, but I knew that I already had a video that I never put up, and I was like, I want to say something about this, and then I think I'll be done with it. So I'm going to just give a little bit of an intro to this. So you guys know I've been on a break, and I promise I'm going to talk about it. But there's been a rumor, and I've seen it all over my comments, that people think that my break was because Trisha Paytas got me banned off of YouTube. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you will know that Trisha and I have had some not very nice things to say about one another lately. I've come out and said how she was one of the people that tried to bully me off the internet, and I've been watching her bully people like Shane Dawson and others, and I've been catching her lying, as well as there are other people like Mike and actor Mysterious T, and we are a small group of YouTubers who've kind of been holding her accountable for some of these really negative things, and I learned what she had said about me and what she did. I'd known some of it, but not all of it, and I was like, I want to say something, and I showcased a light on some of her behavior, and she actually called me out on H3H3, and she'd already been like calling out in a very cowardly way without saying my name, and well, anyway, she did it again, and she would be like, well, I called these people out. It's like, it's not a call out if you don't use the person's name. That's, in my opinion, it's just cowardice, but she did it again, and honestly, I was ready to move on with it, but I had made a video, and I want to address it with you guys. So I figure I will go ahead. I want you to know this video is 3 weeks old. She had been in some situation. She was on YouTube and she was like cleaning her new house, and she was talking about Shane, and she was talking about these drama channels, and she's pretty much talking about me. And she just continues to lie. And I say that categorically because she is saying that me and Mike and actor and other people, that Shane is feeding us information, blah, 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 blah. I've never spoken to Shane Dawson in my life except for a couple of comments. So I'm going to go ahead and address this, and I might kind of say some stuff at the end, but I wanted to put up this video because I had it and I thought you guys might find it interesting, and then I don't really want to talk about this much further, but here is the video that you guys haven't seen. Guys, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I've moved on from this topic. Every time I go to move on from this topic, what happens? Trisha brings it back up. At this point, like, I'm a little bit convinced this is what she wants because there's nothing else going on, so she needs to constantly bring up me, Shane, or Ryland for drama and attention. I think that's it. I think things right now in her life are kind of going well, and she's bored, and maybe she's one of those self-destructive people that, like, when things are going well, she has to do negative things to herself. I don't know. What am I talking about? You saw the title. Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas. I don't have time to explain it all. I'm tired and watching. I just sat through mind-numbingly watching her video. And you know what was funny? It came up and I was like, I don't really care to watch it. And I had this gut feeling like, watch it. Because I'm not a fan. It's not like I'm a fan of Trisha. Like, for a long time, I respected her until I learned who she really is. But like, I don't know. I don't have much interest in her videos. And that's not even disrespectful, right? It's just, I don't. Probably doesn't with mine either. That's fine. You know, everybody has their tastes and preferences. And this is late, by the way. I'm filming this late. I'm very tired. But I saw this and I'm like, I have to say something. I'm going to say, well, I don't have to, but I'm going to. So Trisha just made another video talking about she's going to take action against me. This time she wants to get my channel shut down, which she said last time, but she was more on she was saying that, but also she was saying it to the extent of she wants to sue me. Check out my other videos on this, because I don't have time to go through it all, and it would probably bore you guys. But I have different videos where I explained why. Now here's the thing, technically, can she sue me? Yes, because technically, you can sue anybody over anything. That is the truth. You can sue anyone over anything. Doesn't mean you win. Doesn't mean you won't get in trouble. if a judge finds out you're lying, but you can. I've explained why she wouldn't win if she did and how she'd be wasting probably $500,000 a year on this situation. Does she really want to pour like, you know, 1.5, 2 million into suing somebody when it's not going to go anywhere? Does she have that kind of disposable cash? And I don't know. Even though she's money shamed me, she completely money shamed me on that podcast. Even though it's horrible if Jeffree or Shane are perceived to have done it, or even if they did. At this point, I say even if, because I don't know. I don't trust anything that comes out of her mouth. Because I'm about to show you guys a clip where she says she's going to get my channel taken down for lying while she just lies through the clip. It's amazing. And I've got some other stuff to show you. So let's take a look. Let's see what she has to say. I want you guys to know she is referencing me. She won't say my name, but it's weird. I'm like, you didn't say my name here, but you said it on the Frenemies podcast. Doesn't make much sense. And I think the other one she's referring to is Mike and Actor. I think there's about 3 channels. The first one I'm not 100% sure, but it's me and Mike and Actor. Go subscribe to him. He's fantastic and he's amazing. But like this happened last time. I was done talking about the subject and then she brings it up on Frenemies. And what's interesting is I think from this video, from what I can tell, it looks like this video was done shortly after she had filmed Frenemies. And because she's shouting out the podcast and whatnot. I don't know though. I'm not saying that with 100% certainty. I really don't know because I don't super follow her. But that's kind of some of what I picked up from watching this. And I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, it's been like 2 weeks since you said you were going to do something and nothing has happened. Anyway, I'll let you guys hear it. We're going to break it down. Here we go.
He was just so cold and just lied. Like I'm trying to think like, you know what? I just recently saw someone else just like lie straight to the, like just made up stories about me. Like, okay, here's the thing, right? People like to be like, just a lie or whatever. Like, I don't lie on people. I just don't. I don't just make up stories. Like, people can say I exaggerate or I'm dramatic about something or I see something a different way than it happened. Like my perception was, they're like, okay, they did say that, but that's not what they meant sort of thing. Like, you saw it in my like last relationship with like Jason. Like, it was like, yeah, I did say that, but this is what I meant sort of thing. So maybe I misinterpret things or something, but I never like make up events that didn't happen, right? Like I'm not gonna just say, oh, you know what, Ethan punched me in the face or something like that, you know, just like randomly make stuff up. And also on that note, this is a whole different tangent, but there's 2 weird channels, and I won't even call them drama channels, but just slanderous channel making like 30 videos on me, like, and it's like they literally are putting like lies in the title. And it's like, I get it, clickbait, drama, give your opinion on the mess that I am. Like, I am messy. But you can't just lie. Like, that's the thing that people, I'm like, are people just not, you can't just like lie on people. Yeah, there's 2 drama channels. And the only reason I knew about the second one, well, like, checked up on the second one. Like, I've heard of him before or whatever. But this other one that literally is so, like, it's slanderous. It's just slanderous. It's not, you can't just say things happen when they didn't, whatever. And I've never won. Say what you want about me, because like I said, I put myself out there. Talk about what's out there. Talk about what I put out there or what you like find or whatever. But if it's straight up, you're making shit up or you're like stretching far for something, like, yeah. So I've already, like, this is the first time I've actually like actively taking steps. Luckily I know someone that has a really good YouTube contact that I never really did. And I would never mess with someone's like money. Like, I really don't believe in that. But you're gonna just straight up lie, like, no, that's like not cool. And that's it. But the reason I found out is because they both thought I was talking about them, which is so funny because it actually is a completely different one, and that gets more views than them. They get, I mean, not to be mean, whatever. Like they're the most popular slanderous one has like 10,000 views. The other ones get a few thousand on both channels, so like nobody really watches them or whatever. But it's just not cool. I don't care if 2,000 people see it or 5,000 people, a million or 5. That's not gonna happen. That's just not. That ain't it. So, you know what? And I know the reason I accuse, and I can't say I know for sure, but I know because I know his behavior is shaming people information because he's always done that, and he did that to me. And so now trying to put heat on me and my wrongdoings in my past, which I will. I'm not a coward. I'll talk about it. I'll own up to the shit that I did that was gross or wrong, or I'll own up to it all day long. I think it's important to talk about it. I think it's important to own up to it, take accountability, bring awareness to your own shit, put your own skeletons out of your closet, show people that, hey, you can grow from something if you truly grow from it, if you stop that nasty behavior. I'll talk about it all day long. I don't mind it. And I will. I feel like you mess up, you did something gross in your past, right? It's crazy though how it turned into that shit show. But I just know he fed me information. I know he's trying to get like whatever. And I know he does it to drama channels, and that's cool. Whatever, you know, if you want to be on his side. But don't lie, like I said. You can bring up my past, try and paint me as, you know, as whatever you want to paint me as. It really is fine, because it's whatever. It's not like my reputation is great online. But you're not going to make shit up, and you're not going to paint it a certain way. That's some bullshit. And just like, that's why I always call Ryan for being a little lying snake in his podcast, because it's just lies. It's straight up lies. It was crazy. It was like watching just someone I didn't know. Someone literally possessed by like a devil, by money, by greed, which is all kind of the same.
All right, I have my notes because honestly, y'all, it's just, I'm too tired. It's too late. So I just don't even want to try to remember everything she said, but I do want to respond to stuff. She says that I made up stories. She doesn't care if we talk about her past, but don't lie. So let's go ahead and play the clip that was from her past. Literally, we're talking this past summer into fall. I'm not 100% sure of the exact date. She made a TikTok with her fiance Moses, where this is what was played.
Put a finger down, toxic relationship edition. Put a finger down if they wouldn't let you hang out with the opposite sex. Put a finger down if they wouldn't let you like certain people's photos. Put a finger down if they got mad if you didn't respond in 5 minutes. Put a finger down if they ever got physical or threw something at you. Put a finger down if they ever forced you sexually. Put a finger down if you got to keep your location services on. Put a finger down if they threaten to kill themselves if you tried to break up with them. Put a finger down if they've called you names. Put a finger down if they called you overly sensitive, but really they were just being mean. And lastly, put a finger down if they've ruined your life.
How am I making up stories if you yourself put this out? Now, here's the problem that I'm having. People have said it was a joke, it was a joke. But Trisha has made sure to let us know via Twitter that R-word jokes aren't okay. This isn't something to joke about. Let's see that tweet. So, by Trisha's own admission, this isn't a joke? And I don't know. See, here's the thing, guys. If you watch my video, if you actually watch them, I haven't accused her of anything. I've questioned. I have questioned if her forcing sex on somebody is the R word. The R-A, finish it. That's what I've questioned. Let's look up the actual definition of it. This is from Merriam-Webster. Unlawful sexual activity, and usually sexual intercourse, carried out forcibly or under threat of perjury against a person's will or with a person who is beneath a certain age or incapable of valid consent because of mental illness, mental deficiency, intoxication, unconsciousness, or deception. Now, I'm not going to pull all of this up and play this for you guys right now. Trisha acts like I have no evidence to say the statements I've had. Well, first of all, Trisha, you've lied. I haven't accused you of anything. What I've done is question what you've put out there. She says it's okay to dig into her past and look for stuff. What about all the tweets where she's talking about how she wants to do R-word type activity to minors who are underage? What about all that? What about the vlog with Jason Nash where you guys talk about the fact that you do things to him in his sleep that sounds or could be interpreted like it's forced because this person, as per the definition, was not conscious? There are other things too. Believe me, there's stuff I'm just sitting on. There are things I'm just sitting on, and I'm gonna sit on them for now. This is all stuff you guys can go find. This is all out there. Trisha, anything I've said about you is because you put it out there. And if you've said that these types of jokes aren't okay, then how could you prove that what I'm perceiving is a joke? if by your own admission, it's not. Furthermore, I'm not allowed to lie, even though I've only speculated and questioned what you've put out there repeatedly. I only showed one clip. I got more stuff. But you constantly are bashing and bad-mouthing and bringing down Shane and Ryland and lying about them. You are constantly saying, you'll go back and forth between and well, I'm not 100% sure. But then you'll say it as fact. I know he is. You've said it as fact. I know Shane and Ryland are feeding these drama channels. Prove it, Trisha. Where is your proof? You are a walking double standard. And this is why, if I'm being honest, I'm not backing down from you. You have done so much lying and so much slandering. In fact, check out the video, guys. Trisha, you lied about me to Mike. You lied about me to Ron. Stay negative. By the way, guys, he's admitted all of this. If you would like to see it, he's allowed me permission to put up. He's got the stream where Trisha came on and basically tried to get him to cancel me. You've lied about me, Trisha. You've lied about countless other people. And then she says, I don't make things up. This was beautiful, beautiful. She says, I don't make things up. It's not like I would make something up and say, oh, well, Ethan punched me. No, well, first of all, Trisha, you're the one that assaults people, like Moses. Secondly, you did. Because I have a video questioning your fiance and whether or not he's into minors. Why do I have that video? Because you told Ethan, and Ethan put out on the podcast Frenemies, he put out and highlighted that you told everybody that he is flirting with minors and being inappropriate with them, and you lied the whole way through. I have all the video evidence. This is exactly why, guys, I do not care how much Trisha threatens me. I don't care. Come at me, girl. I don't care. I'm over it, but I don't think you have anything else to talk about. I can talk about 10,000 other topics, and you can shame me for being a tiny channel, but part of it is because I left, because I didn't know how to deal with the harassment that partially people like you were drumming up for me, which you've done to people time and time again, like Shannon Rose. Check out what Shannon Rose has to say about the stuff Trisha did behind her back, all while smiling to her face. Trisha, you don't scare me. Go have fun with it. But if I have the evidence to back up what I'm saying, and you yourself have put it out there for me to speculate on, you've already said it's okay. So which one is it? It's either okay for me to talk about what you put out or not. So stop lying. You are gaslighting by saying I'm lying by consistently lying about me and Shane. And guess what, Trisha? One of these days, you're going to wake up and realize Shane didn't actually screw you over. Sorry. It's so frustrating. Trisha, what you did was you reacted before you even gave him a chance to communicate. Communicating on text is not enough to be able to fully understand what somebody is trying to say. You didn't give him any benefit of a conversation. You just went off of that. And I'm sorry, Trisha, when you say there's evidence that Shane said or did this, that, and the other, I'm not going to believe you until you show it, because all I've done is show evidence on everything you've said and done, and even the things you've lied on about me. You know how much evidence you've shown? This much. And what do drama channels do? Oh, exposed! Leaked voicemails that nobody hears. And of course, we have Peter Monn's word. You know, Peter Monn, the one that loves to illness and disability shame. Hey, Peter! That's why you don't scare me, Trisha. I don't care. I know who you are. I know how shady you are. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'll tell you I'm reaching. I think you're intimidated because you know I don't back down. And you know what, Trisha? I don't really want to talk about you anymore. I want to move on because I think between now and forever, you're going to continue to bully Shane. Just like you continue to talk about David Dobrik and Jason. Like you continue. Anybody who's ever been in your life, you whittle them down into pieces and use them for fodder for the rest of your life. I don't know, kind of like Onision does with his exes. This is why I don't care if people like me. I don't care if people downvote my videos. I know I'm standing in my truth and I'm speaking in my truth with what I'm saying. I've said what I need to say. And Trisha, considering you have engaged, admittedly, in intercourse or intercourse type of interactions with your partners when they are unconscious, unwarranted, not necessarily something that they're wanting, from the conversation that was had, the tone of it, which if I need to, I will pull up clips at some point, per the things you have put out yourself, it leaves people to question. So Trisha, if you don't like people lying on you, maybe don't lie on them. Maybe don't lie about your fiance and say that he's flirting with minors because you're mad at him. Or say you have to get extra security because you're scared of him. Don't lie and say it didn't happen, and then when you're called out, then keep moving the goalpost. And okay, well it did, but... Trisha, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired of the messes and the chaos you create? Covering you over the last almost 3 weeks, maybe? I'm exhausted. I don't want to talk about you anymore. And every time I want to put the subject away, you come back. Which is funny, because you want to get my channel taken down and you're doing all of the steps for that not to happen. And if it's been 3 weeks of you trying to take me down and it hasn't happened, I know you're full of it. I know you're full of crap on this. Trisha, I know you don't wish me well because you did everything you could to try to ruin my YouTube career. You're not trying to mess with somebody's money. You already have with me. And you know you have. But I wish you well, and I wish you peace. And if you continue on this path of lying and doing the stuff you do, I don't see how things are ever going to be peaceful in your life. And you know what? That makes me sad for you as a person because I think there's a lot of potential there. But I think for you to access your true potential, you have to stop. You have to really dedicate yourself to not doing all these piece of crap behaviors that you do. Gaslighting, lying, doing the things you did to Moses, lying about your fiance in the most horrific way in front of everybody in public. That's what I wish for you. I wish you peace. I wish everybody peace. I wish me peace. And with that, I don't want to say anything else. I really don't. Good luck. And I have things I could say. I have all kinds of things I could say. And I was like, I just want to be done with this. But for some reason you don't. Oh, that's right. Because you need content. And you think you can scare me and you think you can scare Mike. You can't. You don't. So, there you go, guys. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new and you like what I have to say, subscribe and hit that notification button. Leave a comment. Every time I do one of these videos, I am ready for a huge downvote. But that's okay, because you know what? Sometimes the truth isn't popular. Sometimes the truth hurts. It's unfortunate. But Trisha, everything you're mad at yourself. You did this to you by what you put out. All right, guys, take care, blessings, lots of love to the next video, giving everybody hugs, mwah, and kisses. And like I said, I truly wish Trisha well in every sense of the word. And I wish all of you guys well too. And I'm going to go live my life and not think much about this and get some good views off this video. Even though I didn't necessarily want them, hey, we make lemonade around here. All right, guys, take care, lots of love. Bye. All right, so there that is. I will let you guys know I am going to be doing a really big update. It will probably go up tomorrow about the last month, what's happened, where I've been, and the real story on what's going on with me. So I will keep you guys posted. I will say this, and this is where I kind of think it's funny. For everybody who is screaming that Trisha got me removed, I can at least categorically tell you she did not. It probably looked like interesting timing, but I had other very, very severe things going on I had to address. And that's why I left. And I don't have any other platforms that I'm active on right now other than YouTube. I do have Snapchat and TikTok. So make sure and add me there on both of those, Joy Sparkle Shine. You'll see me more on those because I don't know how much I'm going to be around here, which I will talk about in another video. But that was not the case. If Trisha, if I had done some really big offense that would have gotten me removed, videos would have disappeared. I'm just letting you guys know. No videos of mine have disappeared whatsoever. So that is not at all true. This was a personal thing for me, which I will go into more detail because some things did happen. And you guys will probably be, if you like hearing stuff from me, you'll be interested maybe to hear. It's all good though. Everything is good. And I'm going to, I will address, I don't know that I'm going to talk about it much in that video, but then after that, I really don't want to address Trisha much anymore. I really don't. I have a few things I think, and I don't have any evidence of this. This is just a gut feeling. I think YouTube is going to be going after and shutting down a lot of drama channels this year. I think this is the year we're going to see a lot of the end on some of these channels. And even possibly people like Trisha. I don't say that because I wish her ill will, even though she wishes me ill will and she wants to do things to me in my career. I don't wish that of her. But I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And I understand that I put myself in that by speaking about it. I went down that rabbit hole consciously. And now I'm looking at things, we'll talk about it more later, and I'm consciously going to remove myself from that topic. So I don't really plan to talk about this much else unless something really big happens where I feel like I have to address it, or maybe there is some big change that I see on YouTube. But otherwise, I'm excited to do new content. I'm excited just for the video. If you didn't see the video earlier about Meghan and Harry, go check that out. That's the stuff that I'm excited for my TikTok stuff. I'm so excited for everything else I'm doing. So if you guys want to see that and you're interested, go check all of that out. And I want to do things that my heart is really happy with and things where I feel like I get to be myself. And I don't like all this drama and this fighting. And I have to take ownership in my part of it. And even though I think I have good intentions with what I'm doing, it's not something I want to be a part of. So, okay, there you go. That is my response to all that. And hopefully that is the last of that. That's what I would like it to be. And I would like to move on and do the things I want to do. Also, if you guys haven't heard, this is my natural hair. I'm having a ton of issues with it. Let me know in the comments what you think, but I say that carefully. Also, I am reinstating my rule that I had for a while. If you are here to leave negative comments, I mean, you're welcome to try, but they are immediately filtered and removed, just so you know. Oh, by the way, like people think that it's so funny because like a lot of people also think I super remove comments. I didn't remove hardly any for like, for the time I was covering the Trisha thing, because I knew it was going to be a lot of negativity. I knew that was going to happen because I'm challenging popular opinion at the moment. If your comment is awful enough, or if it triggers YouTube's system, they remove it without me doing anything. So there's also that. But so you can waste your time if you want, but I'm not going to allow that negativity on my channel at this point. So, all right, guys, take care. Lots of love, lots of blessings. This has been way too long, so we will talk about stuff in the next video. I love you guys so much. I will speak to you guys soon, and that's it. Okay, mwah. Bye, guys.